Hello, Jess Too Good here. Today I'm taking a look at the LEGO Ninjago Master of the Mountain Season Journey to the Skull Dungeon set. This has a total of 401 pieces, 4 minifigures, and retails for $30 in the United States, where I got it early from Europe, thanks to Tom Jurassic, so go check him out. All of his stuff linked in the description. The first minifigure we'll take a look at is Hero Lloyd. Now, he only comes in the most expensive set, so it's really nice to get him in a much cheaper set like this set. This design does have some new pieces, which include a new armor piece as well as a new ninja wrap piece. That ninja wrap piece looks to be dual molded, where there's two separate colors and it's not done through printing. You can see his face print underneath is the face print from the Ninjago movie sets, which can be quite annoying. And removing those two cool new armor pieces, we do have a look at the minifigure underneath, where we have that same face used in a lot of the LEGO Ninjago movie sets. It's been 3 years. Can we just get a new set of face prints for the ninja, please? Hopefully next year we'll see that. But you can see an alternate face at the back and some back torso printing. And decking him back off, but showing off his weaponry this time, we have a sword, which is nothing new. But this shield does have a pretty awesome printing. This is a piece that comes with the other ninja, though. But I'm glad that it does come throughout these sets, because like I said, pretty cool printing. For Hero Nia, this design does have that new armor piece as well. Also that ninja wrap with a dual molded coloring of a dark gray and a lighter gray, which I really like. All that has a nice shine to it, but this does have some cool printing on the torso and legs. But like the same problem with the other ninja, face printing underneath is the same one from the Ninjago movie sets. And removing the armor piece, you get a better look at the back torso. And I like how Nia's spear weapon is built. It's 3 separate pieces instead of just one spear piece. It actually looks pretty cool and unique in that regard. And we also have appearance of that shield once again. Finally, we have Hero J. Like Lloyd, he only comes in one other set that's much more expensive, so it's nice to get him in such a cheap set. This design also using that new ninja wrap and armor piece, which removing those pieces, you can see a look at his face print and torso print underneath, as well as his back torso printing and alternate facial expression, again from the Ninjago movie. And decked back out, we have that same shield, as well as another brick-built weapon. Really like how this one came out using those mini pyramid pieces, and that chain works really well. And our last minifigure is Murt. This design does also come in the Firestone Mech set and in the most expensive set, so this is a much cheaper way to get him in. And it's really cool because this is a very detailed figure. I like his armor piece. I also like the color they use for his skin there and how it is kind of mixed with this blue, which is just spotted throughout his skin. I don't know, it's an interesting mix. We also have that hair piece that just connects at the top via a stud with a hole in it. With the armor piece removed, you get a better look at the torso and face printing, as well as a look at the back. And Murt comes with this buildable battle axe. This set, as well as most of the others of this season, come with this die spinner. Now this is interesting on how they have not even printing, but molding on each side, where whatever it lands on is how you move on the game board. The instructions do a pretty simple job of explaining how this game works. Admittedly, throwing the die, it's kind of hard to tell which one it lands on, but it's the one that's facing up in the middle right here. So, for example, this throw would be a 2 and a heart. And since it's a spinner, there's the option to put a minifigure in the middle there if you just want to give it a spin. And you could even roll that way because seems like we got 1 move and a heart. Huh. Actually, moving on to the builds, this first build is a side build that seems to keep track of the hearts that you have. So this is your health bar, and you can move them down when you lose a heart. Also, these 1x2 jumpers allow for an area to put a minifigure to stand on if you want to just display them that way. Also, this basket right here can be a way to hold some weapons. For the main build of the set, there's 2 sections with this main section and then a pathway, all just connected via 2 clips. And the build itself has more interactions with the game board, where we actually have the tiles to move on. These modified 2x2s with the 2 studs on them each have stickers. Now the ones with the green arrows are spaces to move on. There's a total of 5 spaces, one of which is a skull. I think if you land on there, that means you take off 1 of your health. But at the top right here, This is what seems to be just a completion space. So if you land here, you win the little miniature board game. 5 spaces may not seem like a lot, but this is meant to be expanded upon because all of this season's sets have some board game pieces to connect together. And these are all connected via clips. Though if you did want more game pieces, the instructions have a little game board at the back, which you can actually connect to the set itself. They have a small little space where it's supposed to be placed, which I thought was actually pretty cool. But ignoring the game aspects and looking at the set alone, I think this makes for a pretty fun play and display piece. I love little details like the translucent green flames, which is actually a really nice color for that piece. Also the spider right here. And I really love that craggly, rugged look that all these gray bricks coming together bring. And there's some more play features than just the game board aspect of this. On that skull stickered plate, if you push this part right here, it comes flying off, which is especially fun to do if you have a minifigure standing on that plate. The cage can be raised and lowered rather easily, and the build for the cage looks pretty cool. I like how they integrate the katanas at the front, and you could open up that door and throw one of the ninja inside there and just have them hang in peril, again, raising and lowering it rather easily. I really like this area we have atop where there's a small little cooking range. We also have a sword being held, which this piece is new for this wave, and in this coloring, it only comes in about half of the sets. Half of the sets actually have it with the colors inverted. And at the back, we do have a secret hidden gem. And that's not the only one, with another one to the left right here, as well as a bed inside the cave. That's it for the build of the set. Now let's take a look at the packaging and then the final verdict. The box is that classic $30 box size, which at the back shows some of the expansions and play features. The instructions actually do not have an advertisement featuring the other sets. Rather, that's found in the fold-out poster, where to the left we have that advertisement, to the right we have the how to play, the little instructions, and even this map at the back as well. So overall, this set's strongest part is the value, where it's $30 and you get 4 minifigures, all of which are much more expensive sets, no cheaper sets, and they're all very detailed and use new pieces. The build itself isn't a bad build whatsoever. It's actually a pretty cool build. It's a very solid build, I would say. It's not revolutionary, but it does have an unconventional enough take on that volcanic mountain-like design that I appreciate that. But more so, I think it's a pretty sizable playset build for a $30 set. But even more so, I think all of this is just a good way for those who don't want to get other sets from this wave to get a good taste of this wave. People like me, I'm only getting 2 sets this wave, it seems like, with the Woo Dragon, which is $20, and then this set. And I feel like this set gave me a good taste of those more expensive sets, or really like the most expensive set, where I don't want to pay too much, but I got a nice play set in this setting, got the minifigures of this setting, and I'm really satisfied. So I really like that aspect of this set, and that's also tied in with the value. So if all things considered, I'd rate this set an A. I have very little problems with it being such a cheap set and an easy to get set. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.